My name is Jim Manning, and I'm the author of Patriotism Unhinged, available worldwide through online retailers. Next, I'd like to show you some of the people that I'm familiar with and friendly with, or if they're not still with us, that I enjoyed the time I spent with them. The first one is Dr. Cyril Wecht. Dr. Cyril Wecht, a wonderful lawyer, a wonderful doctor, both. More than most people, when Mr. Wecht had something to say, you better listen, because he's always on point. He passed away recently, and the world lost a great man. This picture is of him and I on a dais of a symposium on the Kennedy assassination. Next is a picture of Buell Frazier. And Buell Frazier was the fellow that took Lee Harvey Oswald to work on the day of the assassination, the fellow who had the brown paper wrapped package in the back seat of his car, the fellow that went through hell on that day too, because they tried to tie him to the assassination. He fought them tooth and nail. A nicer guy you'd never want to meet. We have a picture here of Beverly Oliver, also known as the Babushka Lady. And Beverly, a sweet, sweet person. I've talked with Beverly many times. There were people that said that this is not the same lady. However, she's convinced me that she is the lady. The CIA and the propaganda department, they could come up with anything. They said that she had a camera that wasn't even made yet, or all this bullshit. She is a very nice person. Next, we have a picture of Judith Mary Baker, who was the very good close friend and lover at the time of Lee Harvey Oswald, who at that time was separated from Marina Oswald. She has spent most of her life trying to explain away these ridiculous claims that Lee Harvey Oswald was a lone shooter. She spent a lot of her own money and time, and just a wonderful lady. Had an opportunity to speak at one of her symposiums, and she was very happy to get the data that I had. The next person is probably the highest official involved in the assassination review, Doug Horn, who was in charge at one time of the Assassinations Record Review Board, ARRB. And I had dinner with him last November in Dallas. And he was interested in speaking with me because of my book. And he asked me some specific questions about how shooting is done in the Marine Corps in boot camp, and what's the process, and so on and so forth. And we had some very interesting conversations. He still has a very high interest in the case. If I'm right, I probably won't be around, but this is all going to come out eventually, because it can't be a secret forever. Casey Quinlan is a college professor. He's a person who you can see the drive in him. I've been in his presence quite a bit. He always comes up with something new. I really enjoy him. Now, Robert Groden has dedicated his life to solving this problem. What you might not know about Robert is that he's outside of the Texas School Book Depository in Dealey Plaza most days, and he is speaking to people who ask questions, and he is selling some books that have a tremendous amount of information in them. He was a photographer, and he has published a number of books with his photos in them. Also, in a strange way, he was responsible for the Zapruder film coming to life. He was able to get a copy of it, and that was the first time that people of the United States got to see the Zapruder film. And it was on a television show, a nightly television news show. He's been arrested out in Dealey Plaza. They try to keep him from doing what he does. I think he's been arrested like 60 times or something, and finally the judge wouldn't let them arrest him anymore. Very interesting guy. These people are all great researchers, very interested. They were involved in the case for a long time. A friend of mine that I really admire is from Massachusetts, Ed Tatro. I probably wouldn't have wrote this book except for Ed, because I had wrote the book because I wanted to exonerate Lee Harvey Oswald after seeing that he never qualified with a rifle, where they had taken that out of his record book and apparently made up another one. And then the one they took out, it befuddles me that they didn't destroy it, but they put it away in that section that I found it in. I guess I could go on for a long time, because it's been a long time that I worked on this, and I pretty much know everybody that does this kind of thing. It's a shame that we can't give the names and show the work of so many people that have done this thing for their whole lifetimes. But someday it'll all come out. People here and people who are still here, people that are resting elsewhere, will know that they contributed to getting the truth out.